Okay. Hi. Let's get organized here. Hello, hello. Okay. Hello. I am wearing a dress. Just thought I would say that. And I have a funny story about this dress, and I'm going to share it with you. So I went to, I had a flight to Buffalo last Wednesday and via O'Hare, and had just the most awful flight experience. Awful. It was just awful. And I was actually just chatting with United. It has been just a nightmare. I called Adrian yesterday and I was like, I just like quit. I cannot call United anymore. I cannot fight with United anymore. But long story short, I lost my luggage for a day and a half. It got stuck in a different airport. It got sent on a different plane. And so I had to go to Walmart and buy at 6 a.m. before I gave a keynote and buy a couple dresses and then toiletries. I bought a brush, deodorant, that sort of thing, toothbrush. And I went to Walmart in Jamestown, Pennsylvania, tiny little town, and I bought a denim dress and I bought this dress. I have gotten so many compliments on these dresses. I just went to a meeting with Sawyer at his school, and every teacher was like, "That dress." And I was like, "Well, let me tell you about this dress." I was like, "I bought this dress in pure desperation." And it makes me laugh. It's like I don't know if it's like a Midwest thing where you just like feel the need to say, "Well, it was $15 and I bought it because I had no clothes." It was meant to be. It was meant to be. It's so cute. And it's very floofy. So I paired this little belt with it. And when I got up this morning, my husband's like, "Why are you getting so dressed up?" And I said, "Well, I have to go to Sawyer's school." And we had a meeting with Sawyer about transitioning to 7th grade. And I just love his school. I cannot say enough things about Sawyer's school. I think it is the best school on the planet. That's what I'm going to say. And it's the teachers and the staff. I just thank you, teachers. Thank you. Thank you. And it was just so good. And my husband was planning on coming, Sawyer's dad was planning on coming to the meeting as well. But due to Cooper's anxiety, we're having lots of spikes in his anxiety right now. And this happens at the end of every school year. We're doing a modified schedule. We haven't made it official yet, but he can usually hold it together for 2 days. And now he's home today. And then we'll try and go back Thursday, Friday. So he was home today. So Janie couldn't come to the meeting and he just dialed in, and here we are. Here we are. And Coops and I are going to go shopping this afternoon. He wants to go movie shopping. So we are going to go to either like a Savers or a Goodwill. I wish we had a big, like, how you'll hear of like vintage video stores. I'm sure you have them. Some of you have them in your community. I don't think we have any around here. Maybe in the inner city, but I don't have time to go that far. We have dance at 4. And let me tell you about, just because I think misery loves company, we just have every night is so chaotic. My daughter Winnie has dance at 4. Harbor has hockey at 4:45, and Sawyer has to be at his baseball game at 5. And Winnie has to have someone with her for dance. Harbor needs to be dressed to go on the ice for hockey, and then to his stuff taken off. He needs a parent there. And Cooper cannot go into a hockey locker room successfully. He just can't. And so my husband and I were like trying to like piecemeal it together. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go to dance with Winnie. You go to hockey, have Sawyer sit in the car with Cooper, go in and dress Harbor, put him on the ice. Then you leave, bring Sawyer to baseball. I will leave dance and go to hockey. And then I'll bring kids home and then I'll go to baseball. Why does anyone have more than one child? I said it. I said it out loud and you heard me. Like, why? It's so much. It's so much. But it's a good much. It's a good much. We're in the season. I only have about 10 minutes, but I wanted to share about last night and the success that we had. So my son is 14. He has severe autism. He's nonverbal. And the family dynamic is the hardest thing that we are trying to figure out. I just gave you perfect examples. We have 3 other kids that need to go places. Oh, Facebook, are you commenting? I'm not even seeing comments. Oh, maybe there's no comments. If you're commenting on Facebook, I'm sorry. I didn't have any comments till right now. I apologize for not. I don't know. I got distracted there. Okay, now I see him. So we are trying to figure out how to make this family thing work. And it's our top priority for my husband and I. How do we get Cooper into the world? How do we do things as a family and have success? How do we don't want our other kids to have animosity against Cooper because they miss things or we miss things. There's no easy answers. And if you feel the need to want to write something jackass like right now and say your other kids are suffering. Yeah, I said that. Our other kids aren't suffering. But we are trying to figure out this really delicate balance. Just trying to make it all work. We're a big family. We have autism. How do we do this? And each of our kids are in 2 things. And that's, I've had people say that's too much. Maybe it is. Maybe we'll have to cut back. But right now, our 2 middle boys are each in hockey and baseball. Our daughter's in dance and horses. Cooper will be starting Miracle League and outdoor OT. We want them to have good lives. We're here for them. We want them to have good lives. But how do we make it work? And so last night, and our family has felt really off lately. We feel really off. I've been traveling a lot, launching the book. If you haven't ordered my book, please order it. It would mean so much to me. I've been doing a lot with that. I leave tomorrow for Raleigh and Naperville with Adrian and Carrie. It's just a lot going on. And Sawyer's been having some out of town baseball tournaments, and how do we make this all work, right? And so last night, Sawyer goes to parochial school, and they have a parochial baseball league, a Catholic baseball league, and it's really cute. It's 5th and 6th graders, and it's quite cute. And he had a game last night, and it was right at our home school, and so we feel comfortable there. And yesterday morning, I said, we're all going as a family. We're doing this. We're doing this. We are going to get Cooper to this game. And my son Sawyer, who's 12, who is just a doll, he's like, you're all coming? The traveling circus. He's like, is Cooper coming? And I was like, Cooper is coming. And he's like, awesome. He's a really good brother. And we just felt safe giving it a try. And so I told Cooper, one thing that's really confusing for Cooper, he's a homebody. And so getting off of the bus and turning around and leaving an hour later is confusing for him. He doesn't fully understand it. And so it takes some coaxing and some motivation. And he knew he was going video shopping today. And that's really our motivator. Like, you want to go to that video store, you want to stay home, and you want to go. So we're going to do this for Sawyer. We're going to go watch Sawyer's game. And yeah. Packed chairs, packed his phone, snacks, drinks, and off we went. And one of the things that I don't understand about his autism, and we talked about this a lot last night, is Cooper cannot just sit in a chair. I don't know why. And I'm going to tell you about the progress he's made. He's made phenomenal progress, but he can't. It's hard for him. And we think it has to do with open spaces. So, like, if you put a folding, like a outdoor camp chair in an open space away from people, he would rather sit in a car. It's like he needs the protection around him. I don't think it sounds, I don't think it smells or lights. I think he just wants to feel small. He likes a crowded space. He likes nesting. He likes a tent, a cubby. Um, and it's it's hard because it's like, dude, like, why can't you just sit in this chair? Just sit in this chair. And I said, we're gonna sit here for 20 minutes. And so the way that we work at this is that we sit there as long as he can until he starts to get antsy. And I would say that's 5 minutes. 5 minutes where he was starting to kind of make some noises and rock the chair. And so I said, time to set the timer. And I set it for 20 minutes. And I have to show him the timer the whole time. He checks it probably, every 60 seconds. Now, mind you, he has a Capri Sun, he has a snack, he has a blanket, he has a chair, he has his phone. But he'll maybe every like 2 minutes, he'll make a motion like he's going to run into the field. I know he's probably not because he's older and lazier now as a teen. As a 5-year-old, he would and has. But so it really brings the stress level up. You're not really watching the baseball game, but we're there, right? And so he knew we had went over the schedule. We're going to watch baseball for 20 minutes. We're going to go to the park that's right there. Right, it was just the school park right there. And then we'll go home. And I was able to stretch him from 20 to 30 minutes. And I got a lot of questions about how I did that. Now, that wouldn't have happened when he was 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. But now that he's 14, I can stretch him to that extra 10 minutes. So he sat there for 30 minutes. It's not perfect. It's a lot of, I have to go pretty soon. I can finish this later. I have to run to a meeting. But it was like, I would say like maybe like every couple minutes he was like, "Grr," I'm like, you're doing so good. We're going to go shopping tomorrow. We're watching Brother, and people were kind. We were kind of away from people, but it's Catholic school, so they better be kind to us. And like, that's the one place, like, you need to like be kind. We knew everyone. And he made it 30 minutes. And then we went over to the park. And I would say that he made it at the park for 20 minutes. So our 2 little ones played. I could still see the game. I was watching the game. I have to watch Cooper very closely because he's 14 and there's a lot of little ones. And he likes to sort of like nest on a platform in front of a slide. And that's always been a challenge for us at parks. It's like, you can't block the slide, dude. You cannot block the slide. Does he know he's blocking the slide? No, he just likes the smallness of it. And kids are like, move, and you just have to, I feel like I'm his voice, I'm his translator. And kids want to move fast at parks. He doesn't move fast. He wants to sit and block the slide. And so that's forever been a problem. But, we worked through it really well. And then our vehicle was parked right at the field. So like you could see into our car. And so then he had had enough. He was all done and he sat in the car. I opened the windows and he was right there. And I got to watch the end of the game. And so he made it. We got there at 4:30 and he made it until 6. Now, is it perfect? Does it look like you think it would look? Are we leisurely watching a game? No, he did it though. And so I have to run to a meeting, but I just want to say this. When he was 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and I couldn't imagine ever doing this, I would look to these families with older kids and think, they're doing it. And so truthfully, one of the reasons that we go, it's not the main reason, we want to be there for Sawyer. I want families to see autism in the community. I want them to see that we're trying and working and it's not easy and we're doing it, and give them hope. I want them to know that it can be done and they can work towards this. And so we did it. And do I long for ease? Yeah. Did I have a moment, like a 2-minute moment, pity party, where I was like, why can't this be easier? Yes. Yes, I did. But we did it, and I just hope that it gives hope, and we did it. Oh, FedEx is backing up to the house. That's always not a good sign when FedEx backs up to the house. I'm having a retreat, so I hope it's not something for that because the retreat's in Texas. Okay, I have to run to a meeting. I can probably try and hop on later, but Coop and I are doing stuff today. We're going shopping. We got big plans. This is our day before I fly out to Raleigh tomorrow. There's still tickets for Raleigh tomorrow night at Meredith College to see me and Adrian, and then Friday to see me, Carrie, and Adrian in Naperville. So if you would like to come see us, please come see us. There's still tickets. You can meet us. There are multiple people. Like, this is like bringing things up to the house. I have to go. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. I'll check in with you later.